Hello guys, welcome back to our channel by Lab India. This is Vamsi here by Lab India, and in the previous video we have discussed till here the pollen grains are called as male gametophytes. In today's video we will be moving up further and discussing the structure of pollen grain, guys. Okay, structure of pollen grains. Each pollen grain is generally 25 micrometer to 50 micrometer in diameter. In diameter, not radius. This is 25 micrometer or 250 micrometer. This can vary. This range, it is just a probable range. Okay, it can vary. Okay, and this pollen grain is surrounded by two layers. This pollen grain is surrounded by two layers. Outer and inner, two layers. The outer layer is called as exine, and the inner layer is called as intine. And the cytoplasm of the pollen grain is again surrounded by a plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. The exine, it is made up of pollen, and intine is made up of cellulose and pectin. Okay, cellulose and pectin. This sporopollen is the most resistant organic material found so far. Okay, it is the most resistant organic material found so far. It can resist acids, it can resist alkalis, it can resist higher temperatures, it can resist colder temperatures, it can resist even enzymes. No enzyme can degenerate this sporopollen. No enzyme that can degenerate this sporopollen is found till now. It is the most resistant organic material on earth. Now, due to this sporopollen only, pollen grains are still preserved as fossils. We are getting pollen grains still as fossils in this earth crust. Okay, in these rocks. Okay, that is your use of sporopollen. It generally protects. That sporopollen generally protects, and the intine is made up of cellulose and pectin. Now, this is your pollen grain cytoplasm. This whole structure is called as pollen grain. And this is the cytoplasm of the pollen grain, and the cytoplasm is again surrounded by a plasma membrane, and inside this cytoplasm, here comes. Inside this cytoplasm we find two cells. Inside the cytoplasm of the pollen grain we generally find two cells. Okay, in 60% of angiosperms we find these two cells, but in remaining percent of the angiosperms we find three cells. Okay, I will be explaining you that also. Trying to get a perfect sector. Perfect. Not at all perfect. I have to put it here. Wait a minute, guys. Oh, no problem. Pollen grains are of different shapes and sizes and different structures. What if we don't do this? No. Each pollen grain consists of cytoplasm. Each pollen grain is divided into two cells. One, it is a bigger cell, and second one is a smaller cell. The bigger cell is your vegetative cell. Every time, see guys, the vegetative parts are bigger. The vegetative parts are bigger in size, and it consists of irregularly shaped nucleus, okay, and the generative cell, it is spindle shaped. Generally it floats in the cytoplasm of the vegetative cell, and it is a small spindle shape, small. It consists of male gametes. It consists of male gametes. Okay, generally. Next. This vegetative cell is having lot of food material. Now, this is only seen in 60% of angiosperms. This condition is only seen in 60% of angiosperms. But in rest 40% of angiosperms, you find a three-celled stage. They are released in three-celled stage. What happens in these 40% of the angiosperms is this generative cell divides and forms two gametes. Okay, two gametes, two cells. So there are three cells. One it is a vegetative cell and two gamete cells. Okay, this happens in 40% of the angiosperms. Okay, and now these pollen grains can cause allergies. They can cause many chronic respiratory disorders also. Okay, there is a species of carrot grass which is also called as carrot grass in general. Its name is Harthenium. Please ignore if the spelling is wrong. It is also called as carrot grass. And in this species, the pollen grains of this species, came to India with imported wheat. This species, this carrot grass has came to India with imported wheat and became ubiquitous cause of pollen allergies. This species. They can ask you with which plant this Parthenium species or carrot grass has come. You have to say imported wheat. Okay? Now, the period from which the release of pollen takes place and till they live until they die, and that period is called as viability, and that is called as pollen viability. It is the lifespan of pollen, simply to say. Pollen viability. To simply mention, it is the lifespan. It generally varies. It is variable. In some cereal plants like rice, it is only rice and wheat. It is only 30 minutes. But in plants which belonging to families Rosaceae, Leguminosae and Solanaceae, the viability lasts until months. The viability period is months. It lasts up to months. Okay. These pollen grains are generally these days taken as food supplements. It is also given for athletes, mainly athletes, and it is also given for race horses, which say that it increases the potentiality of the race horse. Okay, like that, some sort. Even though there is no scientific proof that these pollen grains increase the potential. No, there is no scientific proof at all. Okay, even though it is there, these are being sold out as syrups, pollen tablets, etc. And nowadays we have cryopreservation. The method of preserving gametes, cryo means gametes, at minus 196 degrees Celsius in liquid nitrogen. Okay, in liquid nitrogen liquid nitrogen at minus 196 degrees Celsius. They are storing these gametes, and pollen grains are also being stored like that, which we are calling as pollen banks. Okay, pollen banks. So that is it, guys. We have completed your male part. In the next session, we will be completing the female. Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a great day further. Hope you enjoyed the lecture, and also if you have learned something from the lecture, please hit that like button down and also share for knowledge. Thank you, guys. Have a great day further. This is Vamsi signing off from Biolab India. Thank you.